Ready up. Topper! Topper!
Check them seven!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Down. Grant, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down now, it's Grant, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Grant, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great...
Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, It's a good running back dive play.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Go.
You think you gonna get this? Mike 5.
Zoo.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
30 base. Gone.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Minshew sets to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away. And a loose football. And now the
This is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On second down, it's Grant. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This is Grant. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grant. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw here. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bravo!
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 5.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That'll be complete to Breida.
Come on, set! 18 gator!
Butt set. Check. Lucky. Shift.
Hey, Alpha! Now!
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Go!
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a give right side. Scott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They will run with Grant, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready? 15 running. 15 running. Hey, lock it. Check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 24 is the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, Sam off. Deep grip.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here we go on second and 12. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
The second down pass. Complete to Corey Grant. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Set, ready, yes, go, 50 seconds, come on. I'm on. Go. Run shit. That's it.
They're going to look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Here we go. Yes, let's go.
On first down, it's Grant. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, Grant. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant, 55 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Open man is Samuel, complete.
The second down pass. Complete to Deebo Samuel.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, here's Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Point after up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go now. 61, 54, right, 54. I'm going to run you.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Minshew. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, let's go.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Get it.
2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. 3. Look at me. Zipper.
Check 24. Check 24.
Bam. Bam.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go.
Check 50, check 50.
2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go back to Grant. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. Watch 44, check 44.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
On the ready.